By conditions. Your road to excellent vision starts at Vision Care Center of Northeast Arkansas. Call 870-932-2211 to schedule an appointment today at any of our Jonesboro, Paragould, or Pocahontas locations.
Jonesboro Acoustical and Drywall is proud to be bringing you this week's state tournament action. They specialize in metal stud work, drywall, and acoustical ceilings for your home and especially your business. To make sure your home looks and sounds like a champ, let Jonesboro Acoustical and Drywall go to work. Give them a call, 932-6179. That's 932-6179. And at Jonesboro Acoustical and Drywall, they're big fans of high school sports and send their best wishes to all the area teams competing at the state tournament.
Continuing along on the First National Bank pregame show. Pregame coverage is brought to you by First National Bank, where they put you first always. We're about 10 minutes away from first pitch between Valley View and Russellville this afternoon here in Harrison for the 5A state quarterfinals, as the Blazers look to move on to the semifinals for what would be the fourth straight season for Valley View. Taking a look at the Andy's Frozen Custard State Tournament scoreboard, brought to you by Andy's Frozen Custard, where Andy's famous strawberry shortcake sundae is back. Visit an Andy's near you to enjoy one today. Looking at what went down yesterday afternoon, Lake Hamilton defeating Mountain Home 4-3. Meanwhile, Sylvan Hills surviving Greene County Tech 6-5. So it's Lake Hamilton and Sylvan Hills this afternoon. Number one out of the West, Greenbrier defeated Lakeside 7-6. Meanwhile, in a game that was played deep into the night, Maumelle defeating Marion 7-2 last night in the 3-2 upset. Valley View with the 12-2 win over BB, as we mentioned earlier, and Russellville's 12-6 win over Sheridan yesterday afternoon. Meanwhile, Little Rock Christian Academy defeating Batesville 12-1, and the 3 seed out of the West, Van Buren, defeats Benton 8-6 yesterday afternoon. That's a look at the Andy's Frozen Custard State Tournament scoreboard. As for the Vision Care Center look ahead, your road to excellent vision starts at Vision Care Center in Jonesboro, Paragould, and Pocahontas. Coming up today, we've got 4 games, 2 that will be played here at noon. Valley View and Russellville just about set to go in 10 minutes. Also on the other field, it's the 1 seed out of the South, Lake Hamilton, taking on the 2 seed out of the Central, Sylvan Hills. Meanwhile, it'll be Greenbrier taking on Maumelle at 2:30, and Little Rock Christian taking on Van Buren at 2:30 as well. That's your Vision Care Center look ahead as Valley View gets set to go in the second round of the 5A state tournament. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back and wrap things up on the First National Bank pregame show from Harrison. Right after this is the 5A state tournament on the Ticket Radio Network. All right, that better?
A little bit, maybe another notch. I think that'll do it.
All right. I don't know why it's coming in so low.
I know, good question.
All right. Maybe that'll do it.
Jonesboro or Paragould. Next time you're ready for a great set. Open 7 days a week and you never need an appointment. Great Clips is a proud sponsor of Valley View Blazer Baseball.
Get ready to experience the thrill of victory with Andy's Frozen Custard. Introducing the Frozen Custard Concrete, a winning combination of creamy peanut butter and crunchy Heath bar. Just like Xfinity Series champ Cole Custer, Andy's Frozen Custard knows what it takes to be the best. Buckle up and race over to Andy's today and try the Frozen Custard Concrete. Available now at Andy's Red Wolf and Highland Drive locations in Jonesboro.
Attention sports fans looking to score big on collectibles. Jonesboro Sports Cards and
Memorabilia is the place to be. Discover a treasure trove of sports memorabilia, hobby retail boxes, and essential supplies for every collector's needs. PSA to SGC ratings, authenticity is guaranteed. Jonesboro Sports Cards also carry select shoes for the ultimate fan. And mark your calendars because the Big Card and Collectibles Show is coming this June, featuring some of your favorite student athletes from Arkansas State. Visit Jonesboro Sports Cards and Memorabilia today, where every sports fan's dream comes to life.
The Simmons Bank Card Alerts app lets you get more from your Simmons debit and credit cards. Set transaction alerts to be notified of certain card activity, and choose how you receive each alert. You can suspend your card, set a spend limit, or decline specific transaction types. You can even manage multiple cards. So get more control, more convenience, and more peace of mind with your Simmons Bank debit and credit cards. Learn more at simmonsbank.com/debit card. Simmons Bank, member FDIC.
More homes are using metal roofing than ever before. Discount Metal Roofing Supplies in Truman is offering discount prices to the public and has everything you need to install your metal roof. A roof from Discount Metal Roofing Supplies is built to last much longer than asphalt shingles, going 40 to 60 years and beyond. Plus, it gives you durability to the elements, and in the long run is going to save you money. Discount Metal Roofing Supplies, 200 West Main, Building 39 in Truman, and call 870-418-0790.
Finding your place is more than just a location. It's about discovering your purpose, exploring your passions on a campus that feels like home. At Those State, highest levels. Form lasting relationships and support the Red Wolves, both on campus and in the wild. Whether you're into research, the arts, healthcare, or maybe something else, there's a place for you at Arkansas State University. Find your place in the pack. Visit astate.edu to learn more.
Wrapping things up on the First National Bank pregame show, we'll have starting lineups and first pitch right after a 3-minute timeout here on the Ticket Radio Network.
Whether you're building a home, repairing it, or just starting a do-it-yourself project, trust JT White Hardware and Lumber to help you get the job done. JT White Hardware and Lumber has been family-owned for more than 50 years and are an authorized dealer for Anderson Windows and Doors. Trust the name the pros trust and the one used on the most building sites. JT White Hardware and Lumber. All the tools and materials needed for any project, large or small. JT White Hardware and Lumber on Parker Road, just off I-555 at Harrisburg Road. A proud supporter of the A-State Red Wolves. Attention members and guests.
Sink your teeth into award-winning burgers, indulge in a delicious brunch, and discover so much more at J-Town's Grill on Johnson, right off the A-State campus. Whether you're celebrating a victory or just hungry for some hometown hospitality, at J-Town's, we're not just about great food, we're about community. Proud supporters of A-State and our local high school athletics, we serve up delicious dishes with a side of team spirit. So, for mouth-watering meals and a welcoming atmosphere, there's only one place to go, J-Town's Grill, where the locals go.
Urgent Care Plus, now open at 3001 Apache Drive in Jonesboro. Open 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day for your convenience. Urgent Care Plus provides everything you need in a standard urgent care, plus a little more. Illness and injuries like deep lacerations, minor fractures, strains, sprains, and new onset low back pain is easily handled by our staff of ER-trained providers. No appointment necessary. NEA Baptist Urgent Care Plus is an urgent care with a little more.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people, this is home. Apply online at fnbank.net/mortgage. From our family to yours, welcome home. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get huge savings now at every Kavanaugh dealership. Kavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every make and every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy at Kavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year of free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle, get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to KavanaughCars.com.
The team at Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been taking care of our local athletes for over 40 years. Now with 2 locations, including JOSM on Main and JOSM on Matthews inside St. Bernard's Health and Wellness Center. And now JOSM is offering a limited number of same-day appointments. Call 932-1820. Find them on Facebook and at JonesboroOrtho.com. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in our field so you can excel on yours.
This is KNEA K237FI 95.3 and K245CW 96.9 Jonesboro and KBRI Clarendon, the Ticket Radio Network.
Just about 2 minutes away from first pitch between Valley View and Russellville this afternoon in the state quarterfinals of the 5A state tournament. Taking a look at the starting lineups for both teams. We'll start first for the Cyclones of Russellville. It'll be Ty Watkins, the center fielder, that will bat leadoff, followed by the shortstop, Adam Snyder. Then Cade Palmer, the catcher, will bat second, followed by Peyton Kaufman, the third baseman. Number 5, Russ Martin, the right fielder. Number 27 will bat fifth. It's Tristan Newberry, the starting pitcher, number 11, that will bat sixth, followed by Josh Powell, the left fielder. Number 3, Drew Hill, the first baseman, will bat eighth, followed by Riley Davis, the DH. And it's Tristan Newberry on the mound for Russellville this afternoon. We are just about set for first pitch here from Harrison. And we're going to get underway about a minute early. This top of the first inning is brought to you by Jonesboro Acoustical and Drywall. Make your home look and sound like a champ. It's Ty Watkins that will lead it off for the Cyclones. First pitch to Watkins, misses outside for ball one. The first pitch is brought to you by Farmers and Merchants Bank, a leader in ag lending for over 75 years. Lance Davis on the mound this afternoon for Valley View. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. The 1-0 pitch gets in there in the lower inside corner for strike one. Davis 8-0 on the year with a 1.89 ERA. Opponent's only batting 087 against him. Has struck out 61 batters. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. It's swung on and missed for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. To the Russellville center fielder, Ty Watkins. 1-2 pitch on the way, and it misses high from Lance Davis. Valley View in the royal blue uniforms today. Valley View across the chest in yellow and script. Numbers on the bottom right of the jersey in yellow with the white pants. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Hits softly third base side, and that's going to be an infield single for Ty Watkins. Kason Becker gave charge, but it was hit too shallow for Becker to make a play on it, and he just put it in his pocket upon getting the ball there. And there's a runner on first with nobody gone here in the top of the first inning for Russellville. So it'll be the shortstop, Adam Snyder, to dig in next for the Cyclones. Snyder will throw a bunt down, but it goes foul. Russellville in the black uniforms today. Numbers in red trimmed in white. Russellville across the chest in red trimmed in white with the white pants with a single red stripe going along either side. 0-1, and the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Throw down to second base is going to get away, and it's a stolen base for Ty Watkins. The throw was just to the left of the bag with the shortstop, Drew Gartman, covering the bag. Gartman, as he tried to apply the tag, had the ball slip out of his glove. And so Ty Watkins will have a stolen base. And the count is 0 balls, 2 strikes to the shortstop, Adam Snyder here. Oh, 0-2 to Snyder, the starting shortstop for Russellville. Davis comes set on the mound, checks on the runner at second, now kicks and fires from the chest. The 0-2 pitch is hit to third, off the glove of Kason Becker at third, and Watkins will advance from second to third. Snyder will be at first safely.
Cade Palmer.
We'll see how they score that. I would think it's going to be an E5, and that's how Adam Snyder will reach. It's a hard hit ball, but definitely a playable ball at third for Kason Becker. And so now Russellville is in business with runners at the corners and nobody gone. First pitch to Cade Palmer gets away for ball one. Palmer, the starting catcher, up to bat here. Runners at the corners, nobody gone in the top of the first inning. Davis trying to work out of a jam. 1 ball, no strikes. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. The 1-0 pitch is hit out to left field, but going to get foul. Just a few feet left of that foul line out and left. And it evens the count at a ball and a strike. Watkins at third, Snyder at first. Here in the top of the first inning, no score, Valley View and Russellville in the opening round of, or in the quarterfinal round, in the 5A state tournament. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. The 1-1 pitch is a chopper to third. Fielded the throw home, and they'll say it was in foul territory when Becker got a hold of the ball there. They were going to have the runner out at home with Watkins trying to go score. But Becker had a foot over the line whenever he fielded that ground ball. And the count moves to a ball and 2 strikes to the catcher, Cade Palmer.
Bring him in, Cade. Bring him in.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's swung on and missed. Palmer out in front of the breaking ball, goes down swinging for out number 1. Yesterday, wind was not much of a factor here at Harrison, but today it is, blowing in at about 11 miles an hour. We've seen a few different wind gusts pick up before the game started this afternoon. Otherwise, 70 degrees and sunny. Going to stay around the low 70s most of the game today. It's the first pitch to Peyton Kaufman, misses. Temperature on the turf brought to you by Poinsett Turfgrass Company. Anywhere, anytime, any season, Poinsett Turfgrass is harvesting and installing sod all year long. Visit PoinsetTurfgrass.com. Throw over to first, and Snyder will slide back in safely to the first base bag. One ball, no strikes. The count to third baseman Peyton Kaufman. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and in there for strike 1. And movement on the breaking pitch there to even the count of the ball and the strike. Caught the lower outside corner of the zone to run the count even. It's gone infield single and error for Russellville. That's how both base runners have reached in the first inning with 1 gone. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, hit back up the middle. That's fielded in the hole. Throw to second for 1 to first is not in time. And a run comes across to score. It's a good job by Noah Ragsdale to dive on top of that ball. He did get the out at second base, but Peyton Kaufman able to leg it out and stand at first, driving in a run on the fielder's choice. And it's 1-0 Russellville here in the top of the first inning. You go back to yesterday's game against BB. BB was able to get a run across in the first. And the Blazers ultimately went on to win 12-2. They answered right back with a run at the bottom of the first in yesterday's game, and then went in front for good there in the second inning of the game. The ball is 1 strike to count to Russ Martin, and the 0-1 pitch gets away. Martin, the starting right fielder, 5-hole hitter, standing in with a runner on first. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count to the Cyclone right fielder. Davis checks on the runner. Now comes set from the chest. Kicks, fires, and the 1-1 pitch bounces away for ball 2 of the at-bat. Blocked by Lawson Ward. Runner at first has to stay put, and the count goes to 2-1. 2 balls and a strike to Russ Martin. Next offering from Davis, and it misses outside. Try to go to a breaking ball, but like it just slipped out of his hand. Misses outside for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike now. So the right fielder, Russ Martin. Runner at first, 2 gone. Here comes the pitch from Davis, and misses outside for a ball. It's a 5-pitch walk for Russ Martin. And we'll see Peyton Kaufman at first, Peyton Kaufman at second, and Martin at first. 2 aboard with 2 gone. I mentioned earlier about Lance Davis. He's only allowed 1 earned run. That ERA is right around 1 on the year. He's thrown 37 innings. Just the second earned run that he's allowed this year. There have been some runs scored on him, but only one to this point was earned. Ty Watkins, he was able to come across and score off of that fielder's choice. Counted for the second earned run that Davis has allowed on the year. The 0-1 pitch to Tristan Newberry was fouled off. The count to 0-1. Davis has also been a really good strikeout pitcher. Has struck out 62 now with that first inning strikeout of Cade Palmer. 0-1 to Tristan Newberry, the starting pitcher this afternoon. Handed hitting Newberry stands in as Davis comes set on the mound, and the 0-1 pitch misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Goes the count to Tristan Newberry. Davis only allowed now 7 walks on the year. He's had really good command of the strike zone throughout most of the season, but thrown a few balls here in this first inning. Pretty much all of the contact against Davis has been soft contact. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch from Davis, and the 1-1 pitch is hit back up the middle. Step on to second for the force, and that will end the inning. And Russellville gets 1 across in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. Our score, Russellville 1, Valley View 2 up. After this on the Ticket Radio Network.
Go outside and play with Jonesboro Cycle and ATV. Jonesboro Cycle is your go-to for all your power sports needs, whether it be off-road, on-road, or on the wall. Check out their inventory of four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, dirt bikes, cruisers, go-karts, scooters, personal watercrafts, boats, and even motors. Jonesboro Cycle is a 185,000 square foot motorsports mecca featuring all the name brands under one roof. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV on U.S. Highway 63 North in Bona and JonesboroCycle.com.
Need top-notch farming and lawn gear? Visit First Choice Farm and Lawn, your Kubota dealer in Brooklyn. We get your need for reliable equipment. That's why we offer precision Kubota machinery for any task. From seasoned farmers to green-thumbed homeowners, we are working to keep you working. Find your Kubota match at First Choice Farm and Lawn on Highway 49 in Brooklyn. Achieve your goals faster with our Kubota inventory and top-notch service. Call 870-790-2301 or drop by today. Your trusted Kubota dealer, First Choice Farm and Lawn.
To the bottom of the first we go. Bottom of the first is brought to you by Great Clips. For a great haircut, visit Great Clips. Open 7 days a week, and you never need an appointment. Russellville gets 1 across in the top of the first inning off 1 hit and an error in the top of the first. So they lead at 1-0 as Valley View will send up the top part of the lineup. 1, 2, and 3 due up in the order for the Blazers. And 1, 2, and 3 were good in yesterday afternoon's contest. For Valley View, Slade Caldwell reached in all 4 plate appearances yesterday and came across to score 4 times. Owen Roach got on base 3 of his 4 plate appearances and provided a run as well. And then Dax Webb was on base twice, plus delivered a sacrifice fly with an RBI. So the top part of the lineup really good for the Blazers yesterday afternoon. And those same 3 will be the top 3 today as Slade Caldwell gets the start in center field this afternoon.
Center fielder Slade Caldwell.
Leading it off. Caldwell yesterday went the distance on the mound. A really nice performance from Caldwell. Only allowed 2 earned runs in the game yesterday afternoon. First pitch to Caldwell misses outside for ball 1. Caldwell batting .483 on the year. An OPS around 1,500. He's driven in 17 RBIs. And the Ole Miss commit looks at a strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tristan Newberry on the mound for the Cyclones this afternoon. And the 1-1 pitch just missed a little bit low. A tough pitch to lay off. 2 balls and a strike. The count to Slade Caldwell. Newberry comes set from the best kicks fires, and the 2-1 pitch misses a low and away. 3 balls and a strike to Slade Caldwell. Caldwell did draw 2 walks in yesterday afternoon's game. Came across to score off each of those walks. Now the 3-1 pitch is right down the middle for strike 2. And runs the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. To the Blazers center fielder Slade Caldwell. 3-2 pitch on the way. And Caldwell gets rung up on the outside part of the zone. He had tossed his bat thinking it was ball 4. But the home plate umpire says otherwise. Caldwell goes down on strikes to start the bottom of the first. And it'll be Owen Roach that's next to bat. First pitch to Roach is a curve that misses at the top part of the zone for ball 1. Roach starting in right this afternoon, batting .306 on the season. Next pitch misses inside near the ankles of Owen Roach. 2 balls, no strikes goes the count. Roach, one of the leaders in RBIs for Valley View this year. In fact, he's 3rd on the team with 32 runs batted in. As the 2-0 pitch misses just a bit high. Missed just above the belt for ball 3. He's also come across to score 30 times on the year. 3 balls, no strikes. Roach was taking the whole way on 3-0, and the 3-0 pitch finds the middle part of the zone for strike 1. Roach in yesterday's game was 3 for 4. As there's a hard hit ball out to left field that's going to get through for a base hit. Past Adam Snyder at short, who couldn't range over in time, and it's a 1-out single for Owen Roach. Blazers with a base runner aboard.
Dax Webb.
As Dax Webb, the left fielder, will stand in next for Valley View. Webb, a .384 batting average on the year. First pitch gets away. Roach is going to take a base at second. On the wild pitch, 1 ball, no strikes goes the count. And the Blazers have a runner in scoring position at second. And it hitting Webb, a .384 hitter on the year with 16 extra base hits. As the pitch from Newberry on the way, kicks and fires from the chest, and it misses low and outside for ball 2. Most of the balls that Newberry has thrown early on really haven't been close to the zone. Valley View been able to lay off of pretty much all of them. The 2-0 pitch just missed for ball 3. Tried to catch the lower inside corner, or lower outside corner, and missed low for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes to Dax Webb. See if Webb's taking on 3-0 here. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. It misses low. And Valley View will have runners at first and second after the walk drawn by Dax Webb. It'll be Hudson Hossman, the first baseman, due up next for the Blazers.
First baseman,
we'll
Hudson
see
Hossman.
Cade Palmer go out to the mound, have a conversation with Tristan Newberry. Meeting on the mound brought to you by Arkansas State University. Find your place in the pack. Visit astate.edu to learn more. Quick meeting is over. Blazers with runners at first and second here, and 1 gone. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, and it's in there for strike 1 to Hudson Hossman, the Blazers starting first baseman. Hossman, a .433 batting average on the season, which is good for second on the team. 19 extra base hits, including 9 home runs, as the 0-1 pitch hits the zone for strike 2. Hossman in yesterday's game was 1 for 2 with a walk. No balls, 2 strikes, the count to Hossman. Newberry from the belt, checks on the runners, fires in the 0-2 pitch, and Hossman fouls it off. Right over near that Valley View dugout. Now 0-2 the count to the Blazer first baseman. Drew Gartman is in the on-deck circle. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and it's fouled back off the fence behind home. Moves the count to, or keeps the count at 0-2 to Hossman. Back-to-back pitches that he's been able to foul off. One thing that Valley View did well yesterday was extend a lot of at-bats. No balls, 2 strikes, and the 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Hossman went chasing above the zone and comes up empty for the second out of the inning. Both outs have been via the strikeout, and now Drew Gartman will stand in next for Valley View. Well, Valley View had some 2-out magic of the game yesterday afternoon when Jade Taylor hit the 2-run homer and Slade Caldwell hit the solo home run to put 3 on the board in the second. Those both came with 2 outs as the first pitch to Drew Gartman misses for ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 offering. Gartman lays off of 1, comes in around the hands for ball 2. Newberry looks on. Ready with the 2-0 offering. Will kick and fire from the belt. The 2-0 pitch is swung on and missed by Gartman. Was a little bit out in front of that. So move the count to 2-1. Gartman right around a 400 hitter on the year. An OPS of a tick over 1,000. Even in 19 runs. Lays off of a high fastball there for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. The count to Drew Gartman. Gartman has drawn 15 walks on the season. Drew one yesterday afternoon and came across to score off of it. 3 balls and a strike, and Gartman will take up high. It was 2 balls and a strike. Both runners were in motion, so they were able to steal the base. Runners at second and third. It's 3 balls and a strike, and the 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed when chasing at the top part of the zone. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the count to Drew Gartman. Roach at third, Webb at second. The full count to Gartman. Here comes the 3-2 delivery, and Gartman goes down swinging. 3 strikeouts in the top and the bottom of the first for Valley View. The Blazers strand a couple. After 1 complete, our score, Russellville 1, Valley View 0. Back after a 1-minute timeout of the Ticket Radio Network.
Hey there, Northeast Arkansas. This is John Arkansas Superstore on Highway 49 in Brooklyn. Here to tell you that we're flipping the script on car buying. Don't stand for bait and switch tactics. That's holding. We believe in transparency and trust. You deserve the car you want with a payment much lower than your rent. Arkansas Superstore is here to make sense of it all for you. Come over and find your dream ride. You're approved. When the banks say no, I say yes. Visit us today at 11580 Highway 49 North in Brooklyn or online at arkansassuperstore.com.
For over a decade, the Arkansas Children's Hospital Jonesboro Clinic has served pediatric patients with specialty healthcare needs ranging from hearing loss to heart disease. Their doctors, nurses, and pediatric specialists, combined with state-of-the-art telemedicine options, means patients get the nationally ranked care Arkansas Children's Hospital is known for without driving to Little Rock. Bringing care close to your home to give kids more time to be kids is the Arkansas Children's commitment. Visit archildrens.org/NEA.
Valley View stranding runners in scoring position in the bottom of the first inning, with Roach at third and Dax Webb at second, and all 3 outs in the inning that Newberry recorded were via strikeouts. We go to the top of the second with our score, Russellville 1 and Valley View 0. This top of the second inning is brought to you by Discount Metal Roofing in Truman, offering discount prices to the public. Lance Davis finishing his warm-up tosses before the start of the second inning. It'll be 7, 8, and 9 due up in the order for the Cyclones, as Josh Powell, the left fielder, is due up first for Russellville. Ty Watkins led off the top of the first inning with an infield single. Then an error allowed Adam Snyder to reach. They both were able to advance into scoring position at one point, and then a fielder's choice drove in a run. Peyton Kaufman grounded into that fielder's choice to drive in a run. Russellville leads 1-0. First pitch to Powell was a called strike one. The next pitch is a chopper that goes foul right in front of the Valley View dugout on that third base line. 0-2 the count to the left fielder, Josh Powell. The winner of this game would move on to the semifinals tomorrow afternoon. That's scheduled for a 2:30 start. Again, the fire from Davis, and the 0-2 pitch is lifted out to shallow left center. And it's going to be the shortstop, Drew Gartman, that makes the grab in the shallow outfield for out number one. A good breaking ball by Lance Davis that Powell got under and popped it up out there to the shortstop, Drew Gartman, for out number one. Drew Hill, the first baseman, due up next for Russellville. Davis kicks fires. First pitch is hit softly down the first baseline, but going to drift into foul territory. Hudson Hospin was trying to charge up to it before it drifted foul. Looked like Hill was trying to check his swing there and just did make contact to softly foul it. 0-1 offering. Davis quickly ready to go on the 0-1 pitch, and the 0-1 is hit foul. Now to play third base side. No balls, 2 strikes. The count to the Cyclone first baseman, Drew Hill. Davis with a glove held up over his face. Fires in the 0-2 pitch that misses just a bit outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch from Davis, and in there at the lower part of the zone as Drew Hill goes down looking on strike 3. It's the second strikeout of the ball game for Lance Davis. And the DH, Riley Davis, will be the final hope for the Cyclones in the top of the second inning. Davis fires in the first pitch, and it's a breaking ball that misses low and outside for ball 1. Russellville getting a run across in the first inning. Lead it 1-0 right now. 1-0 pitch escapes the zone outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. The count. Russellville, a team that has won 21 games on the year in 15 of their last 16 games. Their only loss during that stretch was in the regular season finale, where they lost to Van Buren 5-1. There's a swing and a miss on a breaking ball outside the zone for strike 1. They won 12-6 over Sheridan yesterday afternoon. Both teams scoring 12 runs in their victories yesterday. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Went low and inside with that and got the chase. 2 balls, 2 strikes goes the count to Riley Davis. See what Lance Davis offers up on 2-2. Kicks and fires the 2-2 pitch. Doesn't get the chase this time on 1 low and away. And he runs the count full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. If Davis could get on, the lineup would go back to the top of the order, and Davis will get on as he draws the full count walk. The curve that missed below the zone for ball 4. And Ty Watkins, who led off the game with an infield single, will stand in next. But first, Lance Davis wants to be issued a new baseball on the mound. So after 2 quick outs, a pop-up and a strikeout, Riley Davis able to draw the walk and put a runner on first with 2 gone. First pitch to Ty Watkins, misses high for ball 1. Came in letter high or number high and inside for ball 1. Davis ready with a 1-0 offering, kicks, fires. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. Watkins was out in front of that. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch on the way from Lance Davis, and the 1-1 swung on and missed. Went downstairs with a breaking ball to move the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Davis looking to get the final out of the inning. Kicks, fires from the chest. Here comes the 1-2 pitch, and the 1-2 ran inside and nearly hit Watkins. He steps out of the way to take ball number 2 of the at-bat. Davis was trying to go high and inside and get the chase, but missed a little bit too far inside. Riley Davis takes his lead off first as Lance Davis kicks and fires on the mound. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Ty Watkins went downstairs chasing and ends the inning with a strikeout. It's the 3rd strikeout of the ball game for Lance Davis. Russellville strings a runner at first. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. Our score, Russellville 1, Valley View 0. After this on the Ticket Radio Network.
It's a mix and match special now at all Northeast Arkansas Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any 2 for $6.99 each for carryout or delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, loaded tots, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any 2 for only $6.99 each for carryout or delivery. Only at your Northeast Arkansas area Domino's Pizza locations.
Hey, dude, you won't believe it. We sold our house and we made a fortune.
No way. How'd you find out it was worth that much?
We used this awesome website, arhomevalue.com. It was a game changer. It's brought to you by Dustin White Realty. They know their stuff. Plus, arhomevalue.com is quick and easy to use.
Don't miss out on getting top dollar for your home. Go to arhomevalue.com today. Brought to you by Dustin White Realty. Top dollar for your home sale is just a click away. arhomevalue.com.
To the bottom of the 2nd we go here at Harrison. This bottom of the 2nd is brought to you by Focus Bank, delivering experience, service, and technology since 1931. Visit FocusBank.com. Lawson Ward will lead it off in the bottom of the 2nd for Valley View. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 for the Blazers as Ward pops it up. Foul territory, 3rd base side. The Cyclone 3rd baseman Peyton Kaufman is called off by the shortstop, Adam Snyder. Snyder had a lot of ground to cover to get to that and makes the grab just over the line at 3rd for out number 1. So it'll go P6, but a long run to get to that P6 for out number 1 as Kason Becker stands in. First pitch Becker sees, skies it up, shallow outfield, and it's going to drop in right field. That'll be an error. Saw the 2nd baseman Colin Stevens pretty much run into the right fielder Russ Martin. And
for the Blazers,
the ball dropped with those 2 colliding. So off of the error, Valley View has a 1-out base runner instead of 2 outs on 2 pitches. See if the Blazers can capitalize on the Russellville mistake. I think that's probably going to be an error on the 2nd baseman, Colin Stevens. Oh, Ragsdale stands in next, and the first pitch to Ragsdale is strike 1. Ragsdale, a 200 hitter on the year, an OPS hovered around 600. Next pitch to Ragsdale misses inside for ball 1. Ragsdale was 1 for 3 with a single in the 4th inning yesterday. That 4th inning, Valley View sent up 10 batters and really opened the game up against Beebe. 2 balls and a strike now the count. The next pitch misses low. The 2-1 pitch is a grounder through the hole at 3rd for a base hit. So the Blazers set up with runners at 1st and 2nd after Ragsdale delivers a base knock to left field, and it'll be the DH, Jade Taylor.
Hitter, Jade Taylor.
That's due up now for Valley View. Taylor, a .305 hitter on the year. 23 hits and 15 runs driven in. Newberry checks on the runners, fires the first pitch to Taylor. There's a ground ball left side to second for 1, and that's all they'll get. So it'll be a fielder's choice for Jay Taylor. 6-4 on the fielder's choice. And that was there almost wasn't a play made at second. Adam Snyder at short fielded the ball, threw it a bit high to the second baseman, Colin Stevens. Stevens had to leap up and grab it, but was able to land back on the bag before Noah Ragsdale got to it. So now there's runners at the corners with 2 gone for Slade Caldwell. First pitch that Caldwell sees misses outside for a ball. Caldwell, a .483 hitter. 1-0 pitch, misses low for ball 2. 2-0 the count to Caldwell, mentioned earlier, but Slade drew 2 walks in the game yesterday. 2-0 pitch on the way and just misses low for a ball. 3 balls and no strikes the count. Caldwell, once he gets on, is always a threat to take extra bases. 48 stolen bases on the year, trying to load the bases here with a 3-0 count, and he does just that. 4 non-competitive pitches to Slade Caldwell. And Caldwell will load the bases with 2 gone.
Right fielder Owen Rope.
Jay Taylor will go to second. Kason Becker is at third. Slade Caldwell at first. And Owen Roach standing in. Roach singled in the first inning. Made it to third before the inning ended. In yesterday's game, drove in 2 RBIs. Drove in 2 runs. Had 2 RBIs in the game. Had an RBI double in the 4th, an RBI double in the 5th. Also had an infield single in the 2nd inning. First pitch to Roach. Misses outside for ball 1. Breaking ball outside that Roach lays off of. 1 ball, no strike. A count to Roach. Here comes the 1-0 pitch and misses high with the fastball just above belt high. Roach doesn't chase and works it to a 2-0 count. Roach, the 6th batter of the inning for Valley View. 2-0 pitch on the way, misses low for ball 3. Tristan Newberry, especially these last 2 batters, has had trouble getting into the strike zone, and now Owen Roach is a pitch away from walking in a run. Here comes the 3-0 pitch, and it's in there for strike 1. Went to a breaking ball on 3-0 and caught the inside corner to move the count to 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 offering, and the 3-1 pitch is hit back up the middle, right on the mound to Newberry. Throw to first is not in time. It gets away, and now Valley View is going to be caught in a rundown around third. And the throw gets away. Valley View is going to score a run. After a throw gets away, they're going to score 2 runs. Slade Caldwell coming home. And Valley View, when it looked like the inning was over, gets 2 runs across off of a throwing error. They were caught in a rundown between third and home. The throw from the catcher, Cade Palmer, to third got away. And they scored 2 additional runs off of the throwing error. Wow, so Owen Roach, it looked like was ground into an inning-ending 1-3 putouts as Dax Webb stands in. 1-0 pitch to Webb, and the 1-0 pitch is hit back up the middle, throw onto the bag. At first, it gets away. Webb will round first, head for second. Another error on Russellville to be a throwing error, E6. And Webb will drive in a run as Owen Roach comes across to score. Well, Hudson Hossman due up next for Valley View. Blazers go out in front 4-1, but going back to that error that scored 3, you saw Tristan Newberry lose his footing as he was going to field that chopper just off the mound. Then the throw to first kind of got away. So Roach was going to be safe, but it looked like that was going to be the only damage done, and then Valley View being a little bit aggressive on the base paths as the 1-0 pitch misses high to move the count to 2-0. And there'll be a meeting on the mound here, but Valley View being aggressive on the base paths. Looked like Noah Ragsdale was dead to rights at third, but then Cade Palmer, as Ragsdale was caught on the rundown, tried to throw back to the bag at third, waited a little bit too late, and then overthrew it to Peyton Kaufman, and the ball escaped into left field, allowing 2 more runs to come across. And a bizarre sequence for Valley View. They've scored 4 runs in the bottom of the second, and 3 of them, or all 4 of them, have come off errors. On the play back up the middle, initially an error on the throw to first that got away, and then a throwing error from the catcher. And then an E6 that allowed Dax Webb to reach, and Valley View capitalizing on Russellville's mistakes. They lead at 4-1 here in the bottom of the second. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Dax Webb. The 1-1 pitch misses low for ball 2. So it's 2-1 to Hudson Hossman. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. It is hit on a line to third. Leaping up to make the grab is Peyton Kaufman to end the inning. But Valley View gets 4 runs across in the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third. Our score, Valley View 4 and Russellville 1 here on the Ticket Radio Network.
The name been the same in our Northeast Arkansas, Missouri. The bottom rights up to the car business. We've been in this business a long time.
2 hits, 2 errors.
Our boys are it, and our grandkids coming along.
Our philosophy is real simple.
1 runner left on base. That's your 2
They come and do business with us. They can go anywhere in the world.
4-1.
If something breaks, we handle it for them.
You know, we want to see our kids and grandkids continue this thing, and it looks like that's going to happen. Family's important to us, and people in our communities, they know that.
At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we've been a leader in ag lending for more than 75 years. Whether you're in the market for an equipment loan, real estate financing, or funds to support operating expenses, our agri-lending experts can help. We work with farmers daily to find the best financing products and competitive rates. Our long-standing relationships and knowledge of the ag industry ensure we can offer the most personalized service available. At Farmers and Merchants Bank, growing your business is truly our business. Find your local ag lender at mebanking.com, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Getting set for the start of the third inning as we welcome you back inside our NEA Baptist broadcast position. NEA Baptist is healthcare for the next century. A bizarre bottom of the second for Valley View to take the lead 4-1. We get set for the top of the third. It's brought to you by Jonesboro Sports Cards and Memorabilia at 424 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro, where every sports fan's dream comes to life. So a recap of the bottom of the second. Saw Lawson Ward pop up in foul territory. And then Kason Becker hit a pop fly out to right that resulted in an error.
Adam Snyder.
They officially gave the error to the right fielder instead of the second baseman on the play, where Russ Martin and Colin Stevens collided. And then Noah Ragsdale was able to deliver with a single. Jay Taylor grounded into a fielder's choice at that point, which put 2 outs on the board as the first pitch to the 2-0 hitter Adam Snyder misses low and away for ball 1. Then Slade Caldwell was able to draw a walk. Owen Roach hit a ground ball that looked like was going to end the inning as the 0-1 pitch, 1-0 pitch gets inside for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike goes the count to Adam Snyder. Lance Davis kicks and fires, and the 1-1 pitch just missed outside for ball 2. But Owen Roach was able to reach on the error. Kason Becker scored. And then he saw Jade Taylor, Slade Caldwell, and more all come across to score on a throwing error on that fielder's choice before Hudson Hossman lined out to end the inning. So a bizarre inning, in a bizarre way for Valley View to get 4 runs on the board. They lead it 4-1 as the 3-2 offering to Adam Snyder, and they ring him up. Pitch that was the top part of the zone inside, and Valley View able to get the call on that.
Now batting catcher, Cade
And it sends
Palmer.
up the catcher, Cade Palmer, next. Davis with a glove held above his face, gets set for the first pitch to Palmer, and Palmer swings through. Curve there. And no balls and a strike to count to the Cyclone catcher Palmer after swinging through the dropping curve. Davis kicks and fires on the 0-1 pitch, and Palmer swings through a breaking ball again. No balls, 2 strikes. Goes the count to the Cyclone catcher. Davis with the glove held above his face, fires in the 0-2 pitch, and the 0-2 is popped back and will get out of play. Adam Snyder beginning the inning with a strikeout. Now Cade Palmer down 0-2. Kicks, fires, the 0-2 pitch is hit on a line, but will get just foul. Down that third baseline. It was maybe a foot foul down the line at third. And keeps the count at no balls, 2 strikes here in the top of the 3rd inning, where Valley View leads Russellville 4-1. Davis kicks and fires on the 0-2 pitch. That's a ground ball left side, scooped up at short. Throw to first is in time, and it goes 6-3 on the putouts. Gartman to Hossman for out number 2. So the Russellville third baseman Peyton Kaufman is next to bat for the Cyclones.
Peyton Kaufman.
Kaufman grounded into a fielder's choice, but drove in a run in the 1st inning. Davis kicks and fires from the belt, and the first pitch to Kaufman. That'll get in there for strike 1. No balls and a strike to Kaufman at the lower part of the zone. Davis from the belt fires in the 0-1 pitch, and it misses outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Just low it away on the pitch to the Cyclone third baseman. Davis with the glove held above his face. Kicks and fires. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. It's a chopper third base side, ranging in to make the grab. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Kason Becker on the run, able to make the throw to first base in time, and the Cyclones go down in order in the top of the 3rd inning. To the bottom of the 3rd we go. Our score, Valley View 4, Russellville 1, here on the Ticket Radio Network.
Mom, I can't get my homework to upload.
Dad, my video game is froze again.
Babe, is our internet down again? I'm missing the big game.
Honey, I'm trying to make this online payment, but it just keeps buffering.
Get your life up to speed with high-speed internet from Empower Broadband. Empower's reliable service brings high-speed internet to even the most remote areas of Northeast Arkansas. With Empower Broadband, you can stream your favorite movies, video chat with loved ones, work from home without interruptions, and so much more. Empower Broadband. Life up to speed. For more info, visit empowerbroadband.com.
Valley View High School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
To the top of the third inning we go here from the bottom of the third inning we go, I should say, here from Jack Williams Field at Harrison. This bottom of the third inning is brought to you by J.T. White Hardware and Lumber, which has everything for the builders and the do-it-yourselfers on East Parker Road in Jonesboro. Valley View was able to send Russellville down in order in the top of the third. A strikeout, a 6-3 ground down, and a 5-3 ground down in the top of the third. Lance Davis, after that first inning where Russellville sent 6 up and scored a run, has really done a nice job of the mound since then. He's retired 6 of the last 7 batters that he's faced, as the bunt by Drew Gartman is going to get fouled, the first pitch he sees in the bottom of the third inning. But going back to Lance Davis, he's retired 6 of the last 7 batters he's faced. The only out of the reach base safely is the 9-hole hitter Riley Davis, who drew a walk in the second inning. But the inning later ended after Watkins struck out. The next pitch to Drew Gartman runs inside, and that will hit Gartman. So Gartman, off of the HBP, will provide the Blazers with a leadoff base runner. Valley View leads 4-1 after bizarre bottom of the second inning, where Russellville had 4 different errors in the inning, and Valley View was able to capitalize off of every single one to score 4 runs. Lawson Ward stands in. Ward popped it up to short in his last time up. First pitch he sees is a called strike. Low and inside. Now Ward hits that out to right field, drifting back at the wall, and it drops for a hit out there at right. Ward to second, going to third is Drew Gartman. Gartman will be held at third, and Ward delivers with a double. So Gartman at third, Ward at second. That was a tough play there in right. Martin was lined up more towards center field. That was a ball that was hit near the foul pole in right field, and Martin had a long way to go to get to that. And just had to kick off his glove on the run. And Kason Becker now up for Valley View with a prime RBI opportunity with runners at second and third. Becker does have 24 RBIs on the season. First pitch to Becker, crowds him a bit for ball 1. It's just below the chin and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. The count to Becker. Becker reached on the error in the second inning as the next pitch misses inside. That was a play where the ball was hit to in a shallow right field, and you saw Colin Stevens, the second baseman, and Russ Martin kind of collide and had the ball drop in between them. They did credit the error to the right fielder as the 2-0 pitch misses low and inside for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. Runners are at second and third with nobody gone in the third inning. We'll see if Becker is swinging on 3-0. Here comes the pitch, and Becker does not, as the ball drops in the middle for strike 1. An HBP and a double for the Blazers in the home half of the third. Here comes the 3-1 offering, and the 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Becker went chasing one above the zone for strike 2, and the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tristan Newberry looks on from the bell, kicks, fires on the 3-2 pitch. The 3-2 is drilled out to left field, drifting back at the wall and making the grab. A great grab in left field by Josh Powell. It will work as a sacrifice fly, and a run will come across to score. Powell had a lot of ground to cover, made the catch on the run with the glove extended out about hip high out there and left, and it does work as a sac fly with an RBI.
Second base.
As Ragsdale is up now. There's a soft hit ground ball to third. Ragsdale's going to beat the throw to first for an infield single. Hit in the perfect spots. The throw did pull the first baseman, Drew Hill, off the bag, but even if Hill would have stayed on the bag, I think Ragsdale was going to be safe. He was hustling hard down that first baseline.
Taylor.
And Jay Taylor, the DH, is the next to bat for Valley View. 1 run has come across in the inning. That was Drew Garbin that scored off the sacrifice fly RBI from Kason Becker. You got Lawson Ward standing at third. Noah Ragsdale standing at first. They're just legging out that infield single. And Jay Taylor, the DH, with an 0-1 count. Taylor, a .306 hitter on the year. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Taylor, and it misses a bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to the Blazer DH. Taylor does have 15 RBIs on the season. Valley View leads 5-1. They're going to extend the lead as Taylor hits one into left field. It's an RBI single. Now a throw to second, and Noah Ragsdale is going to be out. First and foremost, an RBI single for Jade Taylor. Ragsdale was rounding second, thought about heading for third, and then as he tried to get back to the bag at second, the throw in got him and takes away a runner in scoring position for Valley View, but a run did come across to score. Valley View leads now 6-1 as we go back to the top part of the lineup, and Slade Caldwell stands in. 0-1 count to Caldwell as the 0-1 pitch gets away. Evens the count of the ball and a strike. Third plate appearance for Caldwell. He struck out in the first inning, then walked in the second.
Slade Caldwell.
Caldwell is one of those 4 runs that came across to score. There's a ground ball, right side, trouble fielding it. The throw to second is not in time. The ground ball just ate up the second baseman, Colin Stevens. And Stevens tried to make the play at second, but Jade Taylor was able to get to the bag in time. I think that's going to go as an E4. Caldwell will be standing at first. There's runners at first and second for Owen Roach. First pitch to Roach. Skies it out to right center field. Should be playable out there in right center. Ty Watkins will call off Russ Martin and make the grab for the inning ending out. But the Blazers get 2 more to come across in the bottom of the third. Our score now, Valley View 6 and Russellville 1. We go to the top of the 4th after this on the Ticket Radio Network.
2 runs on 3 hits, 2 runners left on base.
Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more? Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Evolve Bank & Trust offers a variety of residential and consumer loans specializing in unique products and services while providing individualized customer service designed to fit your needs. Whether you're buying your first home, a new car, or building your dream home, Evolve Bank & Trust has the personal loan products you need to realize your dreams today. Call Evolve Bank & Trust at 870-933-2480. Stop in to see them at 111 East Huntington Suite A or visit them online at getevolve.com. Evolve Bank & Trust, making banking personal again. Evolve Bank & Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is KNEA K237FI 95.3 and K245CW 96.9 Jonesboro and KVRI Clarendon, the Ticket Radio Network.
Back-to-back innings with a crooked number on the board for Valley View, and they've extended their lead over Russellville to 6-1 as we go to the top of the fourth inning. Brought to you by Central Baptist Church, where everyone is welcome and wanted. For locations and service times, visit centralbaptist.com. Lance Davis continuing to remain on the mound for Valley View.
Leading off the fourth inning for the Cyclones.
As Russellville will have
right fielder Russ Martin.
5, 6, and 7 due up in the order. Russ Martin will lead us off here in the top of the fourth. Cyclones scratched across a run in the first inning, thanks to a fielder's choice by Peyton Kaufman, that did score. The leadoff hitter, Ty Watkins. Russ Martin in that first inning drew a walk but was left stranded as the first pitch from Lance Davis is a called strike. Davis firing in the curve to move the count to 0-1. Davis kicks and fires, and the 0-1 pitch misses low and away for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the count to Russ Martin. Davis from the belt. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Martin fouls it off. Taking a look at what lies ahead the rest of the day. This look ahead is brought to you by Vision Care Center. Your road to excellent vision starts at Vision Care Center in Jonesboro, Paragould, and Pocahontas. This is the first game of the day here at the 5A state tournament as the 1-2 pitch is fouled back and will get out of play. You also have Sylvan Hills and Lake Hamilton going on right now at the other field. And then at 2:30, it's Maubell and Greenbrier and Van Buren and Little Rock Christian Academy the rest of the day. There's a 1-2. That's a flare out to short. Going to be a tough play at first, but the throw is in time. Drew Gartman charging in to make the play with his bare hand and make the throw to first in one motion to get Russ Martin out of the 6-3 put out, and that really was the only shot. If he tried to glove it there, I think Martin was going to be safe, but Gartman able to scoop it up and make the throw to first just in time to get the first out in the top of the fourth inning. Tristan Newberry looks at a first pitch strike, 0-1. Goes the count to the Cyclone starting pitcher. He grounded into that inning-ending fielder's choice in the first inning that Gartman scooped up and stepped on the bag at second to get the lead runner. On 0-1, he checks his swing on a slider outside the zone for ball one. And now the game is stopped. There's a softball field to the left of this baseball field, and one of the softballs from that game made its way all the way onto the field over at third base, where Kason Becker scooped it up and threw it out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. Good location on that pitch. Caught the top part of the zone near the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch, and the 1-2 pitch right down the middle. Newberry thought about going around, half-heartedly pulled the swing back, and looks at a fastball right down the middle for strike number 3 and out number 2 in the top of the fourth inning. As Josh Powell, the left fielder, is the next to bat for Russellville. First pitch from Davis on the way, and Powell skies it up on the infield, and coming in to make the grab is the Blazer first baseman Hudson Hossman. A quick 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 4th inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Our score, Valley View 6 and Russellville 1 on the Ticket Radio Network.
Play It Again Sports wants to pay you money. Now that I have your attention, Play It Again Sports in Jonesboro wants to buy your used sports equipment. You heard me right. If you have something that's either outgrown or no longer being used, bring it to Play It Again Sports now. They're looking for youth and adult baseball and softball equipment, golf, weights and workout equipment, disc golf, you name it, Play It Again Sports can turn it into cash for you. Go by Play It Again Sports at the corner of Highland and Caraway in Jonesboro.
Hello, this is Bob Moore with Moore Air Conditioning. If your system is over 10 years old and you've been paying for costly repairs, it may be time to replace. At Moore, we know replacing your HVAC system is a big investment and we can help. Did you know that we can replace your air conditioning system for less than the cost of your daily cup of coffee? Call Moore Air Conditioning today at 870-336-2023 or visit us at moreac.com. Some restrictions apply.
You deserve more. Don't settle for less.
Bottom of the 4th inning brought to you by Simmons Bank, earning trust, creating value, and building relationships. Lance Davis able to send the Cyclones down in order in the top of the 4th inning. Off a ground down, a strikeout, and a pop-up.
Now batting left
And Valley View will have 3, 4, and 5 due up in the order. As Dax Webb looks at a first pitch strike. Blazers since 7 up in the 3rd inning. Added on 2 more runs. As the 0-1 pitch to Webb misses outside for ball 1. Drew Gartman got hit by a pitch. Lawson Ward doubled. So here comes the 1-1 pitch. The 1-1 pitch is a grounder right side. And it's going to result in an error that allows Dax Webb to reach. Saw the second baseman, Colin Stevens, ranging over, trying to field it off the bounce, had his glove to the turf, and
batting first base.
The ball
Hudson
leapt up over his glove and went into right field to allow Dax Webb to reach base safely. As Hudson Hossman stands in next. First pitch to Hudson Hossman, catches the bottom part of the zone for strike 1. Going back to the last inning for Valley View. Gartman with the HBP, Lawson Ward with a double, and then Kaysen Becker drove it around with a sacrifice fly RBI as the 0-1 pitch misses high to move the count to a ball and a strike. Then Jay Taylor came through with an RBI single that drove in the other run. 2 runs come across in the bottom of the 3rd. Valley View leads 6-1 as the 1-1 pitch is fouled back and out of play for Hudson Hossman. Hossman is the team leader with 41 runs batted in on the season. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch to Hossman, and Hossman will foul it off out of play. Hossman was 1 for 2 with a single and a walk in yesterday's game. He came across to score off of that walk. That was his 30th run scored of the season. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Throw over to first, and sliding back in safely at first is Dax Webb. Another throw that pulled Drew Hill off the bag. Nearly got away. 1-2 pitch misses high. Another throw over to first, and Dax Webb slides back in safely at first. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Hudson Hossman. Hossman, along with Slade Caldwell, been near the top at batting average all season long as the 2-2 pitch is hit a ton out to left field, ranging back at the wall and making, and it's gone. A home run for Hudson Hossman just over the wall in left field. Josh Powell left up and tried to make the grab, but Hossman hitting it just past his glove for a home run over the wall in left field, and Valley View goes out in front 8-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hossman with his 10th home run of the season. A 2-run home run that scores Dax Webb as well and puts the Blazers up 8-1. the third straight inning with a cricket number for Valley View. 4 runs in the second, 2 in the third, and 2 in the fourth for the Blazers. You go back to yesterday's game, Valley View was able to hit 3 home runs in the game, 2 of which were accounted for multiple runs. First pitch to Drew Gartman misses high and away, actually kicked off the backstop. 1 ball, no strikes, the count to Drew Gartman. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Gartman, and it misses low for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Going back to yesterday, Jay Taylor hit a 2-run home run. Slade Caldwell, right after that, hit a solo home run as the 2-0 pitch is hit out to left field. Charging in to make the grab is Josh Powell for out number 1. It goes F7 on the putout. Then the other home run yesterday was a 3-run homer from Lawson Ward, who is due up next for Valley View. And Blazers lead 8-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ward is 1 for 2 with a pop-up and a double in the game. First pitch to Ward is a curve that misses low. Dax Webb led off the inning, reaching to an error at it short. Then Hudson Hospin immediately making Russellville pay with a 2-run home run over the wall in left field. 2-0 pitch misses low. Now that did just get out. Initially, you saw Josh Powell extend the glove over the wall and thought he might have robbed a home run, but Hudson Hospin able to get his 10th homer of the year. It's quickly a 3-0 count to Lawson Ward as the 2-0 pitch misses inside. Ward had to step out of the way. Right around the knees. 3 balls, no strikes. Another pitch that came in too far inside, and Ward will take his base at first with a walk. So that'll send up Kason Becker. Becker, the Blazer third baseman.
Third baseman, Kason Becker.
See Parker King come on to courtesy run here for Valley View at first. Kason Becker, the 304 hitter on the season. Reached off an error in the second inning. First pitch he sees, fouls it back. Becker was one of the 4 runs that came across to score in the second inning. 0-1 to count to Becker. And then he also had that sacrifice fly RBI last inning to score one of the 2 runs. 0-1 pitch, Becker out in front of it and comes up empty. No balls, 2 strikes as Newberry elevated the fastball. 8-1 Valley View with the lead. Bottom of the 4th where they've already scored 2 runs. Runner at first. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and the 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Becker goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning. That was the first strikeout for a Valley View batter since the first inning as Noah Ragsdale stands in. Newberry was able to send all 3 batters in the first inning down via punch out, but hadn't done it since that, as there is a pop-up that goes out of play. Noah Ragsdale. 0-1 count. Well, the catcher, Cade Palmer, flipped the mask off and ran up near that Russellville dugout of the first base line. But the ball just did get out of play. Moves the count to 0-1 to Noah Ragsdale. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and it misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hanging curve. That's missed well outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner in motion. The throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base for Parker King. King on to run for Lawson Ward, able to steal the base and put a runner in scoring position for Valley View with 2 gone in the home half of the 4th. Two balls and a strike. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, and the 2-1 is fouled back by Noah Ragsdale. off that chain link fence behind home plate. Now the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ready with the 2-2 offering. Checks on the runner at second. Fires on the 2-2 pitch. And Ragsdale chases one above the zone and goes down on strikes. But the Blazers get 2 to come across in the bottom of the 4th thanks to a 2-run home run by Hudson Hospitt. And they extend their lead to 8-1. We go to the top of the 5th after this on the Ticket Radio Network.
You love your truck, and Plaza Tire Service is here to help you make it even better. We've got wheels, leveling kits, and of course, the area's largest selection of light truck tires. With ATs and mud tires up to 35s and bigger, Plaza Tire Service has you covered. The pros at Plaza Tire Service can help you select a great combination that will work with your truck. Plus, with our Plaza Tire Service card or no credit needed financing, your upgrades can be easy on your budget. So take your truck from stock to spectacular with Plaza Tire Service.
At First Security, we've been investing in our home state since 1932, growing deep roots and even deeper relationships. We're part of Arkansas. It's part of us. Today, First Security puts all of that history and stability to good use for you, pouring our resources into the people and places we love best. Arkansas communities, Arkansas families, and Arkansas futures. First Security. Bank better. fsbank.com, member FDIC.
To the top of the 5th inning we go. Top of the 5th is brought to you by J-Town's Grill. It's where the locals go, and a proud supporter of a local high school sports. Russellville, here in the top of the 5th inning, will have 8, 9, and 1 due up in the order. As Lance Davis continues to work on the mound. It's set to work in a Stanley Woodard Law Firm game recap. Stanley Woodard Law Firm, respect, results, relief. Call 870-932-2000. Drew Hill is set to lead off for Russellville in this inning. And there's a lot to work into this game recap. As Lance Davis fires the first pitch to Drew Hill, and it's in there for strike 1. It was a 4-run bottom of the 2nd inning for Valley View, and the ultra rare 4-run inning where not a single RBI was accounted for. There's a big swing and a miss on a curve outside the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. And go back to that 2nd inning. Kason Becker got on base after an error. A single by Noah Ragsdale. There's a hard hit ball back up the middle, and it's going to get through for a base hit. It's a leadoff base knock for Drew Hill. And Russellville has a base runner aboard with nobody gone at the top of the 5th.
Hitter, Riley Davis.
So Jade Taylor after that ground into a fielder's choice. Slade Caldwell walked, and then on an error fielding a ground ball, a run came across to score after Owen Roach reached off the error.
Running at first base.
And then
17
off of a throwing error after Jade Taylor put a ball in play, 3 more runs came across to score. Valley View put up 4 in the bottom of the 2nd as Jade Taylor comes on to run for Russellville. Then in the bottom of the 3rd inning, a sacrifice fly by Kason Becker put a run on the board as the first pitch to Riley Davis hangs in there for strike 1. And also in the bottom of the 3rd, an RBI single from Jade Taylor scoring a home run. And then just now in the bottom of the 4th, a 2-run homer by Hudson Hospitt, putting 2 more on the board. Quickly an 0-2 count to the DH Riley Davis. That gets us to where we are right now, 8-1 Valley View in the top of the 5th inning. That game recap brought to you by Stanley Woodard Law Firm. 1, no balls, 2 strikes. Kick fire on the 0-2 pitch, and the 0-2 pitch is hit out of play. Riley Davis, the DH, he walked in his first plate appearance in the 2nd inning, but drew the walk with 2 outs and was left stranded at first after Ty Watkins struck out to end the inning. 0-2 pitch, and just missed at the top part of the zone. A good-looking curve by Lance Davis. just missed at the top of the zone. Moves the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Davis kicks and fires. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Gets the swing on the drop, 3rd strike. And there is 1 gone with a runner at first. It just is a strikeout there. And Riley Davis goes down via the punch out as we go back to the top of the lineup with Ty Watkins to stand in next. For Lance Davis, that's his 5th strikeout of the game. He's had a strikeout every single inning of the ball game. First pitch to Ty Watkins, misses inside. Watkins was one of the Cyclone batters that struck out. He had an infield single in the first and provided the only run of the game for the Cyclones, and then struck out of the 2nd inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Here comes the pitch, and it's in there for strike 1. A lot of movement on that pitch from Lance Davis. Watkins kind of pulled his shoulder back, thinking it was coming inside, but it broke back toward the middle of the zone to even the count of the ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, and it misses high and outside. Chin level and outside for ball 2. To the Cyclone center fielder, Ty Watkins. Runner at first and 1 gone. They're in the top of the 5th inning. Davis kicks, fires, and the 3-1 pitch, 2-1 pitch makes the count 3 balls and a strike. I mentioned earlier, but Valley View with their win yesterday afternoon as Davis comes set with the 3-1 pitch, and the 3-1 pitch in there for strike 2. Runs the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. But with their win yesterday afternoon, that was marked their 6th straight year winning the opening round game in the state tournament. Count runs full to the leadoff hitter, Ty Watkins. Davis looks on, now comes set from the belt, kicks, fires. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. The 6th strikeout of the game for Lance Davis. Watkins bit on a pitch below the zone, and Davis gets the swing and miss.
Adam Snyder.
As the shortstop, Adam Snyder, is due up next for the Cyclones. Snyder reached on an error in the 1st inning, then struck out of the 3rd. First pitch from Davis on the way, and in there for strike 1. He's had a ton of movement on that curveball today and has fooled a lot of hitters. It looks deceptive coming out of his hand. No balls and a strike to Snyder. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Another one that Snyder went around on. Thought it caught the zone, but either way, it deferred down to the first base umpire. And Snyder had gone around, and the count is quickly 0-2. This Cyclone lineup has just not been able to hit that curve this afternoon. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, and the 0-2 just missed. Snyder pulled the bat back. And the count moves to a ball and 2 strikes. 79 pitches have been thrown by Lance Davis in the game. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It misses outside. It's like 81 pitches now have been thrown by Lance Davis in the game, 55 of which have been for strikes. Done a really nice job of finding the strike zone. This is the 19th batter he's faced in the game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Davis, a swing and a miss for the inning-ending strikeout. All 3 outs in the inning recorded via punch-out at the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Our score, Valley View 8 and Russellville 1 here on the Ticket Radio Network.
Hello, I'm estate planning and elder law attorney Chad Oldham. More and more often today, I hear clients tell me that the only thing golden about the golden years is that it takes all the gold to grow old. Don't be a victim of rising health care and nursing home costs. Be prepared. Have a plan. Contact us today to find out how we help our clients protect and preserve assets for family and future generations. The Oldham Law Firm, 603 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro, or visit us on the web at oldhamlawfirm.com.
Ship anything, anywhere at your #1 shipping source, Pack Mail in Jonesboro. Here's Pack Mail Tim to tell us more.
We are the experts at finding solutions for even the most demanding shipping situations, and our experienced staff can help you choose the best option. So if you need to go to the post office, then FedEx, or all the way out to UPS terminal, and then get that international shipment at DHL, you can do it all in one fast, convenient, and friendly place. Pack Mail.
361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Ship anything, anywhere, today at Pack Mail.
To the bottom of the 5th we go, where the Blazers lead 8-1 here from our NAA Baptist broadcast position at Jack Williams Field in Harrison. NAA Baptist is healthcare for the next century. Valley View
now pitching for the Cyclones. Number 24, Peyton Kaufman.
Could put 3 runs on the board, would record their second straight run rule victory in state tournament play. About an hour away from Valley View softball against Greenwood in the state quarters as well, as Jade Taylor stands in. DH for Valley View, swings and misses, and a pitch above the zone. Next pitch crowds Taylor a bit, had to step out of the way of one that's was coming in, belt tie it inside. 1-1 pitch. It's ahead of Jade Taylor. Taylor steps out of the way. So it's 2 balls and a strike now to Taylor. 2-1 pitch. Taylor will pop it up. Gets out of play. New pitcher onto the mound for Russellville, by the way, is Peyton Kaufman. 2-2 offering, and Taylor lays off of a fastball that's forced the catcher, Cade Palmer, to rise up to catch. Kaufman, the senior, on the mound. Taylor will draw a full count walk. And all 4 of the pitches he took for balls is nowhere close. Kaufman, a little bit of control issue going out of the pin here as Slade Caldwell stands in. First pitch to Caldwell misses. Newberry is at third. Kaufman had begun the game at third. (1-0) to Slade Caldwell. Caldwell will foul it back. It's going to get out of play. Evens a count of the ball and a strike. So Slade Caldwell. Caldwell making his 4th plate appearance of the ball game. Here comes the 1-1 pitch to Caldwell, and Caldwell lays off of one that was belt high but missed too far off the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Caldwell struck out of the first, walked in the second, and then reached on that error in the third. Off of that walk in the second, he did come around to score and provide a run. But right after he reached in the third, Roach flew out to center, so he was stranded on first. 3 balls and a strike to Slade Caldwell. 3-1 pitch misses low, and Caldwell will take his base via a walk for the 2nd time in the game. So now Valley View with runners at first and second. And Owen Roach represents the potential winning run for Valley View. Roach has reached base twice in the game, a single in the first, reached off the air and came around to score in the second, and then flew out of the third. First pitch to Owen Roach, a curve that misses below the zone for ball 1. Roach, a .306 hitter on the year, on base of around 400. He does have 12 extra base hits, has driven in 32 runs. And a prime opportunity here. Valley View, a 4-run second, a 2-run third, and a 2-run fourth to jump out to this 8-1 lead. Russellville's only run of the ball game came in the very first inning. It was off of a 6-4 fielder's choice that allowed Ty Watkins to score. Count moves to a ball and a strike as the next pitch finds the zone. To Owen Roach. Kaufman checks on the runner at second, fires in the next pitch. Roach will foul it back out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count. And did we get a balk before the pitch? Both runners advancing into scoring position here. And they call a balk on Russellville. So now, Jade Taylor standing at third, Slade Caldwell standing at second. And Valley View with a chance here, even more of a chance here to try and end this thing in the 5th. Next offering to Owen Roach, misses high for a ball. And Roach with 22 runs batted in on the season. Next pitch to Roach, and that's it up the middle, off the glove of the pitcher Kaufman. Everybody's going to be safe. An RBI single for Owen Roach. The little bat down by Kaufman changed the trajectory of the ball and made it harder for the shortstop Snyder to get to it. By the time he did, there was no play to be made. And Roach,
now batting left fielder Dax Webb,
with an RBI single, puts runners at the corners. It's Jade Taylor that comes across to score. Caldwell standing at third. Dax Webb at the plate. Blazers lead 9-1. And that potential winning run here in the bottom of the 5th is standing at first. Webb, a .384 hitter on the year. First pitch to Webb, misses high and away for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Webb walked in the first inning, reached on an error in the second, an error in the 4th. Came around to score in the 4th. Now a throw down to second base. It is not in time. A stolen base for Owen Roach. And now the potential winning run in scoring position for Valley View. Rule is 10-5. Blazers with an 8-run lead right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Webb. Webb will sky it up, and that's going to get out of play. In off the roof of the press box right behind home plate. Moves the count to a ball and 2 strikes to the Blazer left fielder Webb. Webb 33 RBIs on the year. Kaufman comes set on the mound. The 1-2 pitch misses outside for ball 2. We're going to go with a breaking ball, but missed low and away to even up the count at 2-2. 9-1. Valley View leads here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the 2-2 pitch is ripped out into shallow center field. They're going to send both runners. The throw in won't be nearly in time. Valley View walks it off in the bottom of the 5th for the 2nd straight day. The Blazers win via the run roll. A 2 RBI single from Dax Webb in the bottom of the 5th puts Valley View
Blazers
in the win column for the 2nd consecutive day, and they will move on to the state semifinals tomorrow afternoon with first pitch scheduled for 2:30. We're back with the Barton's postgame show to wrap this one up after a 3-minute timeout here on the Ticket Radio Network.
Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue on Johnson at Hilltop and on Main Street across from Jonesboro High School. Now, I'm from Memphis and I know barbecue, but there are people from Memphis that travel to Jonesboro to sample, taste, and enjoy Demo's Barbecue. No kidding, they come from Memphis, so no need to go
the busiest homes. Visit Tucker's Appliance today and upgrade your home your way with GE Appliances and your local experts. Shop Tucker's Appliance today and save.
Tucker's Appliance. Since 1997, First Community Bank has understood the importance of community banking and the many roles we play in empowering our local communities. We were founded on the principle of putting community first. 25 years later, this still holds true because there's value in being part of a community. Each of our neighbors play an integral role. It's why we work really hard to support you. We are proud to continue serving you. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
Your vehicle is a personal and important investment. At Central Collision Center, we're more than collision repair. We do everything from minor paint touch-ups and windshield replacements to framework. We're committed to customer satisfaction and provide the highest quality of service. At Central Collision Center, we provide honest and expert auto care and offer a written lifetime warranty and on-site rental car arrangements. Stop by or give us a call today to schedule your free estimate. Central Collision Center. Professional, convenient, reliable. Find Central Chevrolet on Stadium and online at centralcollisionctr.com.
The employees of Alexander's Machine Shop, Jimmy, Kim, Jordan, and Zachary Alexander, along with Tim, Ashley, Max, Emma, and Kate Hoggard, all wish Jonesboro High School a very successful athletic season. Alexander Machine Shop is always there to answer any metal questions or problems that you may have. Come by the shop at 1201 East Johnson or call them at 935-6405. That's 935-6405. Go Golden Hurricane!
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document systems dealer in Jonesboro.
This is Barry Forrest. My family